WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Blue Raider baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for Countdown to First Pitch. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agent Andy Womack, Lightning's Locker Room and Phillips Bookstore, Granis and Associates, Las Casas Drugs, and by Middle Tennessee Electric. Now, let's go to the ballpark.
And just as we come on the air, the train makes its first appearance of the day behind the right field fence. Good afternoon. Welcome into another broadcast of Blue Raider baseball coming to you from Ruston, Louisiana. We're on the campus of Louisiana Tech University. And the Blue Raiders and the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech square off today in Game 2 of a 3-game series. And we are at J.C. Love Field at Patterson Park, relatively new park, which was built after the old field was demolished by a tornado some few years ago. So Middle Tennessee and Louisiana Tech meeting today for the 44th time. Tech with a winner yesterday, 8-1, and they improved their edge in the overall series to 25-18 over the Blue Raiders. And they are 12-7 against Middle Tennessee here in Ruston. Teams played last year in Murfreesboro, and Tech won 2 of 3 in that series. So the Raiders will be trying to even up the series and also pick up their first road conference win of the season. Road wins have been hard to come by for the last 2-3 years for the Raiders. Last year they finished with a 3-13 record in conference games. So far this season, Raiders are 0-7 in games away from Murfreesboro. At home, they've been 5-1 at home, but overall on the road 1-10. So they'll go for that elusive road victory today. Conference USA, we'll check the scores from yesterday. Missouri State was a winner at Delaware by a score of 14-1 in a run rule game. Florida International, FIU, defeated Kennesaw 3-2 in Miami. In Lynchburg, Virginia, the big matchup between two of the league leaders, Jacksonville State and Liberty, that went to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State 8-4, and they remain undefeated in Conference USA. Western Kentucky won at home against New Mexico State 7-3, and Dallas Baptist got a road victory at Sam Houston 6-4. And of course, La Tech defeated the Raiders 8-1 here yesterday. Conference standings, a little change since yesterday's games. Jacksonville State at 13-0, still in the driver's seat. Missouri State with a win, now in second place all by itself at 10-3, and Liberty and Dallas Baptist tied at 9-4. Then Louisiana Tech at 7-6. Kennesaw State and New Mexico State are each 6-7. The Raiders and Western Kentucky are each 5-8. Sam Houston is 4-9. FIU 3-10, and Delaware is 1-12. That's the way the standings shape up after yesterday's play. Missouri State at Delaware today. Dallas Baptist at Sam Houston. Most of these games will be starting about the same time we start. Missouri State and Delaware will start an hour earlier. Dallas Baptist at Sam Houston. Jacksonville State at Liberty, Kennesaw at FIU, all starting at 2 o'clock. New Mexico State at Western will start at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll try to keep you updated on those scores as they come our way. Both teams have completed their batting practice. The field is empty right now except for a few Raiders out there limbering up, getting ready to go for this second game of the series. Coach Jerry Myers has shaken up his lineup a little bit, and we'll tell you about that when we pass along the starting lineups a little bit later. But he has made a couple of changes in the lineup. Louisiana Tech will be pitching a left-hander today named Hudson Rowan, who's 3-3, while the Raiders go with right-hander David Horn Jr. David Horn is 1-3 on the season. Beautiful day here, just as yesterday. Temperature 81 degrees. Few white fluffy clouds up overhead. No threat of precipitation. Now the wind is blowing in. It's listed out of the east-southeast at 6. And due to the situation or the location of the ballpark, that wind is blowing in toward home plate. So it should help the pitchers out some. Will not benefit the hitters. As just sitting up here in the press box watching the Raiders take batting practice, and earlier La Tech, the ball was not flying out of here. The wind was knocking it down. Asked Coach Nichols about that because last night the wind was about the same, and we had I commented it didn't seem like the ball was flying a lot early in the game, and he said the wind died down toward the middle of the game, and that's about the time that the Bulldogs hit 2 out of the ballpark, 1 to center and 1 to right field. Right field is a short field here. It's only 325 down the line and only 350 into the power alley in right center. Left field is 315 down the line, but it extends out to 370 feet in left center. Center field is straight away 380 feet away from home plate. So it's going to take a pretty good poke to get one out of here against that breeze today, especially early in the game if the wind does not die down. We're going to take a break, and when I come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you. Also have a player interview coming up before first pitch. So we'll be back with more. Our pregame show continues on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Welcome back into our countdown to first pitch. Middle Tennessee and Louisiana Tech meeting in the second game of a three-game series here in Ruston, Louisiana. We'll take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. They have many locations around Middle Tennessee, but they have 5 convenient locations in Murfreesboro. So they have one close to you. Learn more at ascend.org. And now, starting lineup for the Blue Raiders, Coach Jerry Myers in his 4th year. We'll line them up this way. Owen Nowak will lead off and play center field. Tyler Minnick does the catching today, and he will bat second. Lane Akers moves up to third in the batting order, and he will be in left field today. Dean O'Neill plays first base. He'll bat cleanup and will be followed by Cooper Clapp, the second baseman, batting fifth. Brett Von Dolen will hit sixth, play third base. Brett Rogers in right field will bat seventh. The designated hitter will be Matt Wolf, and he will hit in the number 8 spot. And a change at shortstop as Grant Snyder will be at shortstop, and he will bat ninth. It will be Grant Snyder's first start of the season. On the mound will be David Horn Jr., the senior, who is a native Californian, comes in with a 1-3 record. So that's the Raiders lineup. Nowak, Minnick, Akers, O'Neill, Clapp, Von Dolen, Rogers, Wolf, and Snyder with Horn pitching. Raiders are 17-17 overall, 5-8 in Conference USA. Now for Louisiana Tech, head coach Lane Burroughs in his 10th year has given us this lineup. Leading off will be the third baseman, Colby Lunsford. Trey Halsey at first base will bat second. Colton Coates plays second base, hits third. The catcher is Eli Birch. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Wesley Scott in left field will bat fifth. Casey McCoy, a freshman, will be the designated hitter. He'll bat sixth. Kate Patterson in right field will hit seventh. Zeb Rudell, who did not start yesterday, will start in center field, and he will bat eighth. And the shortstop will be Brecken Minuet, and he will bat in the number 9 spot. On the mound will be a left-hander, Hudson Rowan, a junior with a record of 3-3. Louisiana Tech 19-16 overall. Before the game, I had a chance to talk with one of our pitchers. This is senior Bryant Baranek, and we'll let you hear from Bryant right now. Visiting with Blue Raider pitcher Bryant Baranek, who is one of the old guard. You've been with this team for a few years. You go back, I guess, to when we were down here for the tournament, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. It was 24, I think. Yeah, it's always a good atmosphere here. It's a lot of fun playing.
Yeah, you and just a few others go back that far. You're a senior now, and what are your graduation plans?
Do what now?
Graduation plans, when are you graduating and that sort of thing?
I'm going to graduate in December of 26. And if nothing happens in baseball, I'll go get a job somewhere.
You got
near
anything?
Murfreesboro.
You got anything lined up already?
Yes, sir. I got a job with R3 Contractors.
Okay. Well, you've been a starter. You've been a reliever. I think this year you've started a couple of midweek games. I don't guess, do you have a preference? You'd rather start than relieve, or does it make any difference to you?
I don't mind. I'm not picky. I can do either or. I don't have a preference at all.
You know, our pitching is gotten even thinner with Drew out. So you just have to wait to hear your name called. And I don't even know what the plans are for today, but I have a good idea that you're going to be on the mound at some point in this series.
Yes, sir. Either today, come out the pen today, or tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be starting or coming in relief. But
from your freshman year to now, how do you think you have developed as a pitcher and even as an individual?
In my opinion, 90% of baseball is mental, 80% of pitching is confidence and just believing in yourself. If you think you can get hitters out, then you're probably going to get hitters out.
Yeah. Have you changed your arsenal any as far as what pitchers you're throwing, or just trying to concentrate on the ones you use?
I haven't really changed much. I'd say my biggest thing is getting ahead in the count early with a fastball or a slider. Those are my two best strike pitches right now. If I can and I'm ahead, I'll go change up, try to get a chase pitch.
When you struggle, it's been because of not being able to find the strike zone. So, but this year you've been really concentrating, I think, on throwing strikes, and you've been better.
Yes, sir. First is strike, like I said. I preach that if I was a coach. It's really hard to get back ahead of the count if you can't throw strike one.
If you were a coach, do you have any thoughts about that in the future?
I have, but I don't know, we'll have to find out. Maybe if I have a son one day, I'll coach his team, coach his travel ball team. We'll see.
You're a Middle Tennessee guy, so I guess you see a lot of the guys that you've played with in high school and maybe on other college teams coming in.
I was watching them pitch.
We're talking during La Tech's batting practice, so and trying to stay out of the line of fire. But I just talk about other guys that you've played with in the past. You've kind of seen them go their separate ways and develop. And you have any really close friends that you keep up with?
Yeah, I still talk to Jackson Galloway. Me and him roomed my sophomore year, so when we were here, he's doing good. Jay Lee, I roomed with him freshman year. He's doing pretty good at Tribeca. And of course, we just talked to Adam Denison at Princeton.
Okay, well, wish you continued success, whatever your field of endeavor is after you get out. But we need to come out here and pick up a couple of wins and win this series.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
All right, thank you, man.
Yes,
that is Bryant Baranek, Blue Raider pitcher, senior from Spring Hill, Tennessee. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch. We'll take our final break, and we'll be back with Blue Raider baseball and first pitch coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. From the Blue Raider Network and Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office, and by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider Baseball.
And welcome back to Ruston, Louisiana, as the Raiders take on Louisiana Tech in Game 2 of this 3-game series. The Bulldogs have taken the field, and their pitcher today will be a left-hander, Hudson Rowan. Rowan is a junior from Panama City, Florida, transfer from Florida State, and he will be making his 9th start of the season. He has appeared in 10 games with 8 previous starts. His record is 3-3, 4.30 earned run average. He's pitched 37 2/3 innings, given up 27 hits, 18 earned runs, has walked 24 and struck out 35, and he will face Owen Nowak to lead off the first inning for the Blue Raiders. We'll give you that defensive alignment in just a moment. First pitch is on the way, and it is taken for ball 1. Time at first pitch is 2:06. 1 ball and no strikes to Nowak. Ball 2 is a little low. Rowan's last start was on Friday of last week. Pitches inside, ball 3, and that was against FIU in Miami. He went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, but he walked 8 batters in 4 1/3 innings and struck out 7. He left, but was not credited with the win because he didn't go 5 innings. And there's ball 4 to Nowak outside, and the Raiders have the leadoff man on here in the first inning. Thomas Allen came in and closed out that game and went 4 2/3, no runs, no hits. We saw Allen for 2 innings last night. Rowan's primary pitch is a 4-seam fastball, also has a curveball and a split finger. Pitches inside to Tyler Minnick for ball 1. Raiders with a leadoff man on here in the first inning. Nowak takes a short lead at first, and Rowan, the left-hander, delivers, and that's inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Rowan turns around, takes a deep breath, looks out at center field, and resets on the pitching rubber. 2-0 the count. Minnick looks at a strike, 2-1. Tyler Minnick hitting .277, leads the team in doubles with 13. And takes a strike, an off-speed pitch from the left-hander, and the count will go to 2-2 on Tyler Minnick. Raiders had no extra base hits yesterday, only 6 singles in the game. And looking to do a little bit more damage with the bats today. Ball 3 is high, and it's 3-2. Nowak will draw a throw over there at first. Nowak likes to run on occasion. We'll see what's going on here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Minnick. And the pitch to the plate. And a little tap. Pitcher fell down, and it's going to roll foul down to third base side. Rowan, coming off the mound, slipped and fell. Had that ball stayed fair, it would have been trouble. But everybody comes back to their former spot. So we'll do it all over again with a 3-2 pitch to Tyler Minnick. Infield shifted around a little bit, playing him as a pull hitter to left, and this pitch hit him. Minnick hit by a pitch. That didn't sound too good, and I'm sure it didn't feel too good, as he will be checked over by our trainer. And as a catcher, you take a lot of bumps and bruises behind the plate doing your regular defensive job, but as a hitter, you don't expect to get hit by that baseball. But Minnick hit by the pitch will go down to first, so Raiders have them at first and second with no outs, and the batter is Lane Akers. Akers moved up to third in the batting order against the left-hander. Hudson Rowan had a little control trouble early in this game. First and second, no outs. Akers around to bunt. Instead looks at a strike call, 0-1. Left-hander comes set. And not bunting this time, takes the pitch high. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Lane Akers from Murfreesboro. He's a redshirt freshman. And the pitch to the plate, swung on, driven foul down the right side. It's going to be out in the out of the street behind the stadium. And the count will go to 1-1, or 1-2 rather, on Lane Akers. A ball and 2 strikes. Rowan with the pitch and swung on a miss, struck him out swinging. Got him on a high fastball. So there's our first strikeout in the game, and the batter will be Dean O'Neill.
Number 12, Dean O'Neill.
The only player for the Raiders with more than 1 hit yesterday in the game. He had a pair of singles, hitting .321. Leads the team in home runs and runs batted in. Takes the pitch outside, ball 1. Raiders could certainly use a good day with the bats today. 1 ball and no strikes. And Rowan with the pitch. That's low for ball 2. 2-0. Rowan 6'2", 215. Got good size. And the pitch to the plate, swung on, hit right back up the middle. That is a base hit. Nowak rounding third. He's going to come in to score. The runners will be at first and second, and the Raiders, just as they did yesterday, will take an early lead. As O'Neill singles in the run, Minnick stops at second. And for Dean O'Neill, that's RBI number 37 on the season. And the batter will be Cooper Clapp. First and second with 1 out. Raiders with an early 1-0 lead. Rowan's pitch, Clapp bunted, and it's going to be a foul ball back behind the plate. Count will be 0-1. I think he was bunting more for a hit there than trying to sacrifice the runners on. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Swinging a foul. Ooh! Third base coach Kevin Nichols had to duck out of the way. That ball buzzed his ear. Good thing he's got that batting helmet on, but did not get hit. That's a fancy move down there, getting out of the way. Count is 2 strikes on Clapp and called out on strikes. 4 out, number 2. 2 down in the first inning. 1 run is in, and the batter is Brett Von Dolan. Dolan moved up one notch in the batting order. He will be hitting 6th. Stands in at 238. Pitch to him is swung on and fouled over by the La Tech dugout. Their dugout down the third base side here. 1 strike to Von Dolan. Minnick, the runner, at second. O'Neill with his RBI single is at first. The ball hit up the middle. Second baseman grabs it, touches the bag, and that is going to take care of the Raiders in the first inning. But the Raiders come up with 1 run on 1 hit, the O'Neill single. They leave 2 runners on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Middle Tennessee 1, Louisiana Tech coming to bat. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we move to the bottom of the first inning. Raiders leading 1-0. We'll have Tyler Minnick behind the plate. Von Dolan at third. Grant Snyder is starting at shortstop today. Cooper Clapp at second. Dean O'Neill at first. Lane Akers is out in left field. Owen Nowak in center and Brett Rogers in right field. And on the mound will be the right-hander, David Horn Jr. David's 6'5", 235, a native of Mission Viejo, California. Signed by Vanderbilt. And as a freshman appeared in pitched 15 innings. Sophomore season, he saw very little action, transferred to San Diego University and pitched there in 2025, and now a member of the Blue Raiders. He will face Colby Lunsford to lead off here in the first inning. Lunsford yesterday had 3 hits and drove in 3 runs. He was kind of a pain in the side of the Blue Raiders. Stands in at 315, right-handed batter and a grad student. Pitch to him is in for a strike, 0-1. Lunsford steps out of the box. And the next pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lunsford bats from the right side. David Horn ready to work with a 1-1 pitch. And it is swung on, foul straight back. Colby Lunsford, mentioned he was a grad student. He transferred here from Monroe, played 2 years at Monroe, and had a combined .308 average with 8 home runs in 2 seasons with the Warhawks just up the road a bit. There's a swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. Lunsford down on strikes for out number 1. The batter will be the first baseman, Trey Halsey. Halsey, big guy, 6'2", 240. He He's a sophomore and out of West Monroe, Louisiana, and high school there. 4-time All-State player there for them. Big left-handed hitter, has 10 home runs to lead their team. And looks at a strike from David Horn, 0-1. 10 home runs, 32 runs batted in with a .303 batting average. Halsey stands in from the left side. And Horn's pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2. I noticed in David's last start, he was mixing that breaking ball in very effectively. Against Jacksonville, he went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs on only 3 hits, and had 6 strikeouts. That one just missed, and again, an off-speed pitch. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. The Blue Raiders with an early 1-0 lead. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's a fastball low, 2-2. Halsey will be followed by the second baseman, Coates. Right-hander delivers and struck him out with a breaking ball. So he struck out the first 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. He got Lunsford on a high fastball. He got Halsey on a breaking ball inside. And here's Colton Coates, the second baseman. The switch hitter, he'll bat left-handed against the right-hander, David Horn. We saw him hit from the right side yesterday. Pitch to the plate is a strike, caught the outside corner, 0-1. Coach yesterday, 0 for 4. Reached base once with a walk. David Horn with the pitch inside. Count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike on Coates. That 0 for 4 saw his average slip below 300. He's at 299 now. Horn ready to work, and the pitch to the plate. Fastball is low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Raiders playing this hitter just about straight away in the infield and outfield. Ready for the 2-1 delivery. Here it comes, and it's hit right back to the pitcher. Horn will run halfway to first, makes a little underhand toss over to O'Neill for the out. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for David Horn and the Blue Raiders. Nothing across in the first inning. We've completed 1 full inning of play in Ruston, Louisiana. Middle Tennessee 1, Louisiana Tech nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Go to the top of the second inning. Raiders with a 1-0 lead. We'll have the bottom third of the batting order. Rogers, Wolf, and Snyder to face the left-hander, Hudson Rowan. Rowan had a little trouble finding the plate in the first inning. Walked the first batter, hit the second batter, and after a strikeout, gave up a single to O'Neill for the Raiders' run in that inning. Brett Rogers takes the first pitch high for ball one. Rowan comes right back with a fastball, and that's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rogers, redshirt sophomore out of Chattanooga. The 1-1 pitch misses outside, ball 2. And the umpires in the stands are at it early today. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch low for ball 3. 3-1. Matt Wolf will be the designated hitter, and he's on deck to hit next. And the pitch to the plate is inside for ball 4. So for the second straight inning, the Raiders get a leadoff walk. It cost Rowan in the first inning as he walked Nowak, and he later came around to score. So here's Matt Wolf, and as the designated hitter today, 184 average with 1 home run and 6 runs batted in. Rowan checks the runner at first, and the first pitch is a fastball in for a strike, 0-1 to Wolf. Left-hander delivers, ball hit to short. He'll touch the base, throw to first, that's a double play. Perfect 2-hopper hit to the shortstop minuet. Took about 2 steps, touched second base, through to first for the double play. So 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be Grant Snyder. Grant making his first start of the season. Pitches inside, ball 1. He's appeared in 8 games, has been used a lot as a pinch runner. He's scored 3 runs, but he has not had a hit yet. Very few at-bats for Snyder. There's a strike called, 1-1. Grant, of course, the younger brother of last year's center fielder, Eston Snyder. Pitch is swung on, hit in the air. We'll see what the wind does with this. It's going to hold it up for the right fielder, and that is Patterson who will make the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, and with the double play, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. It's Middle Tennessee 1, Louisiana Tech 0. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Bright sunshine on a Saturday afternoon in Ruston, Louisiana. Ruston, located in the northeast part of the state, just down the road from Monroe. And about 9 hours driving time from Murfreesboro. on a good day. Eli Birch, the catcher, will lead it off against David Horn Jr. here in the second inning. Horn set the side down in order with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Birch hitting .284. Right-handed hitter. Transfer from Ole Miss. And the pitch to the plate high inside, ball 1. That one got all the way back to the backstop. Birch is a native of Jackson, Mississippi, although he was born in Nashville. This Jackson, Mississippi is his hometown. Played 1 year at Ole Miss, pitches outside. Played 1 year at Chipola Junior College in Florida. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch swung on, hit in the air to shallow right field. Cooper Clapp, the second baseman, going back, and the wind just held that one up enough for Clapp to get under it and make the catch. So that is out number 1. Wesley Scott, the left fielder, will stand in. A switch hitter, he'll bat from the left side. Scott had a good day with the bat yesterday. 2 for 4, had 2 runs batted in. And one of those hits, a 2-run homer, came in the 6th inning. Pitches outside to him, ball 1. That home run came just as the wind was dying down. Hit it out into, as a right-handed batter, hit it out into left center field over the center field wall near the 380 mark. Pitches inside, ball 2, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Scott. That was his 3rd home run of the year. And pitch is high for ball 3. So Horn falls behind Scott 3-0. Bondolan playing the left-handed hitter up on the green turf. Pitches a strike called, 3-1. This is an all-turf field. Three balls, 1 strike. Horn with the pitch, high outside, and he walked him. So Scott will be the first base runner for the Bulldogs. He's at first with 1 out. The batter is the designated hitter, Casey McCoy. McCoy, a freshman. He had a home run to right field yesterday. One on, 1 out in the second inning. David Horn with the pitch, breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1 to McCoy. I think he was looking fastball on that pitch and had to change gears at the last second. Did not offer at it. 1 strike to count. Throw to first, runner back. Bulldogs don't steal a lot of bases. They have 21 on the season. I think I mentioned that yesterday, and on about the 2nd or 3rd pitch after that, they set the runner. Here's the pitch. Off-speed strike, and it's 0-2. So McCoy has seen a couple of off-speed pitches, and he's behind in the count, 2 strikes. Horn with a 2-strike pitch, line to right field. Rogers over on the run, makes the catch. The runner had broken on the sound of the bat hitting ball and had to make a quick return to first base. Got back in time. That is out number 2. Nice running catch. That was a line drive off the bat of McCoy. The batter is Cade Patterson, the right fielder. The left-handed hitter. Patterson had a double and 2 singles in yesterday's game. Horn with the pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Crowd's going to give the plate umpire a little help on that one. 1 strike to count. And the pitch swung on, fouled out of play, and it's 0-2. Raiders in their blue tops today with the gray pants, the blue caps. La Tech, same combination as yesterday. All white home uniforms with the royal blue lettering and numerals and a hint of red. The runner does go. Throw to second base is in time, and that is going to be all in the second inning. Scott broke on the pitch, thrown out by Tyler Minnick to end the inning. So in the second inning, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base, and we'll have Patterson to lead off the third inning for Louisiana Tech. So we have completed 2 full innings. It's Middle Tennessee 1, Louisiana Tech 0. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Go to the third inning, Raiders leading 1-0. And it will be the top of the batting order, Owen Nowak. Drew a walk, scored in the first inning on Dean O'Neill's hit. Nowak leading it off here in the third. Stands in from the left side against the left-handed pitcher Hudson Rowan. And first pitch to Nowak, swung on and hit down the left field line. A long run for the left fielder, dives, can't get it. That's a foul ball. That ball was tailing off and curving foul, and the left fielder made a diving attempt to catch it and hit the dirt pretty hard. That's Wesley Scott. And he has not gotten back on his feet yet. Now, one of his teammates comes over and helps him up. He'll get a nice round of applause from the home crowd here for his effort. That will be a long strike on Nowak. That ball was curving foul all the way, and I thought for a moment it might have a chance to drop fair. It was about 4 to 5 feet foul when the left fielder made the attempt to catch it. Rowan's pitch swung on, a high chopper to the first baseman, takes it right at the bag. One step over there to touch first base, and Nowak retired. That was a high chop. Before the advent of all turf fields, that would be called a Baltimore chop. One out here in the third. The batter is Tyler Minnick. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning. It takes this first offering low. 4-1. Rowan with the pitch inside, almost hit him again. 2 balls, no strikes. Low and inside, ball 3. The count goes to 3-0 on Tyler Minnick. There's 1 out here in the 3rd. And ball 4 is high, and he walked him on 4 pitches. So the Raiders have a base runner here in the 3rd, and that will be the 3rd walk given up by Rowan. He's walked 1 in each of the first 3 innings. The batter will be Lane Akers. Akers struck out in the 1st. So a runner at first, 1 out. Akers swings and misses at the first pitch from Rowan, strike 1. Lane is playing left field today. He was the DH in yesterday's game. Swung on, hit high in the air and foul. That's going to drift out of play. Count will go to 2 strikes now on Akers. Lefty's pitch hit to right field. Long run by the right fielder. Can't get it. It's over his head. Rolling into foul ground. Minnick is headed for 3rd. Akers will pull into 2nd with a double. And the Raiders have 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Sharp line drive, curving toward the foul line in right field. Patterson, the right fielder, made an effort, but the ball was over his head and up against the wall. That's right below the scoreboard. Scoreboard is very close to the foul pole down the right field line. So the Raiders have runners at 2nd and 3rd. That is hit number 2 off Rowan. And the pitching coach for the Bulldogs making a visit to the mound, and they already have a relief pitcher up and throwing in the bullpen. Number 38, Nate Kreider, a right-hander, is throwing down in the bullpen. He's a big guy. You can tell from this distance. So 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. O'Neill had the hit that drove in the Raiders' only run in the 1st inning. It was a sharp single right up the middle. O'Neill got his 37th RBI with that hit. Rowan's pitch, taken inside, ball 1. Tyler Minnick, the runner at 3rd. Lane Akers at 2nd. Plate umpire calls time. I think O'Neill asked for time. 1 ball, no strikes. And the left-hander delivers on a ground ball to 3rd. They're going to come home. They've got the runner trapped between 3rd and home. Akers is standing on 3rd. The batter goes to 2nd. Minnick now will race to the plate, and the tag is made by the first baseman. So, pretty good base running on the part of the Raiders. Akers came all the way to 3rd, so Minnick didn't have any choice. He had to head for home plate, but he kept in the rundown long enough for O'Neill to get to 2nd. So now 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. And the batter will be Cooper Clapp. So the Raiders still have 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 outs now in the inning. Pitch to Clapp, swung on, hit up the middle. Second baseman grabs it, throws to first, and just got it. That's a good play, and that saved a run. for Louisiana Tech. Clapp will ground out second to first. That ball was hit up the middle. The second baseman, Coates, moved behind the bag at second, threw across his body, just in time to get the base runner. So in the inning, no runs. There was one hit and 2 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Middle Tennessee 1, Louisiana Tech nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the last of the third inning. Raiders leading 1-0. Got that run in the top of the first on a Dean O'Neill single. For the Bulldogs, Patterson, the right fielder, will lead off, followed by Riddell and Minuet. Cade Patterson was batting and had a 2-strike count in the second inning when Scott was thrown out trying to steal. There goes another train. So behind the right field wall, and it's going a different direction than the first one. First pitch by David Horn, in for a strike to Patterson. And this pitch comes in low, 1-1. Patterson, a redshirt sophomore, a native from Ruston. Swings and fouls it over by the Blue Raider dugout. Now we'll go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Patterson leading off the third. Got that bat choked about 3 inches from the end. And takes the pitch outside for ball 2. 2-2. Don't see many batters choke up that much anymore. 2-2 pitch. Just missed the knees, ball 3. The train has moved on now. Full count, 3-2, and a swing and a tap back to the mound. Pitcher's going to tag the runner, and that's going to be out number 1. Patterson is out. Pitcher Horn unassisted. So 1 out. That ball hit close enough to the first base line that when Horn grabbed it, the runner was almost even with him. So he just put the ball on him for out number 1. Here is Riddell, the center fielder. Left-handed hitter. Used as a pinch hitter yesterday, was 0 for 1. Takes a strike call, 0-1. Riddell is a native of Monroe. He is a transfer from LSU. Played 2 years for the Tigers. Outside ball 1, 1-1. .181 is his average coming into today. Horn's pitch swung on and drilled foul off to the right. There's a big screen in front of the picnic area down the right field line, and that ball kicked off that screen. 1-2. Had a crowd of over 2,000 here last night, and they were pretty vocal. And another good crowd here this afternoon, maybe not quite as large. This pitch outside, 2-2. A lot of folks out behind the right field wall. There's a little hill out there providing some seating, but mostly people are just standing around or brought their own deck chairs. Pitches inside. The count will go full to Riddell, 3-2. One out here in the third. Blue Raiders are leading 1-0. And Horn with the 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out. Riddell down on strikes for out number 2. That is the third strikeout for David Horn. Batter is Brecken Minuet. Shortstop, a junior. Big for a shortstop, 6'3", 200-pounder. Takes a breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Minuet, a native of Houston, Texas, and out of McLennan Community College. So his first year with the Bulldog program. Ground ball to third. Von Dolan has it. Over to first in time, and this is a 1-2-3 inning for David Horn. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. Totals after 3 innings for the Blue Raiders. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and for Louisiana Tech, they have zeros across, nothing across, as Horn has faced the minimum 9 batters over the first 3 innings. We'll go to the 4th. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Go to the 4th inning. Raiders leading 1-0. Our umpires today, same as yesterday, different spots. Dylan Bradley is the home plate umpire. Christopher Tipton at first base. Kyle Stutz, who had home plate last night, is at third base. And the first pitch to Von Dolan popped high in the air. First baseman drifting over. Second baseman's going to call for it. Coates will make the catch for out number 1. Dolan pops out for the first out. Home plate umpires, the same umpire we had behind home plate 1 week ago in the last game of the Jacksonville series. So he has, he saw David Horn in that game. First pitch is inside to Brett Rogers for ball 1. Horn pitched 6 innings in that contest. Missing outside is Hudson Rowan with ball 2. 2-0 to Rogers. Brett drew a walk in the second inning. takes a strike, and it's 2-1. One out here in the fourth. Strike two is called. Letter high fastball from the left-hander Rowan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch high inside. That's all the way back to the backstop. Count will go full, 3-2. It would have been called a wild pitch had there been anybody on base. And ball 4 is low outside, and that's another walk given up by Rowan. That's the 4th walk. But he hasn't walked over 1 in an inning. Nowak walked in the first inning as the leadoff batter, came in to score. Rogers walked in the second. Minnick in the third, and now Rogers again on first with a base on balls here in the fourth. Here's Matt Wolf hit into a double play after that walk to Rogers in the second inning. Throw over to first, runner back. Brett with 8 stolen bases on the season. Been caught 3 times. Pitch to the plate. Wolf hits it into the right center field, but the right fielder Patterson moving over and will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down here in the fourth, and Grant Snyder will bat. Grant making his first start of the season out of Page High School, native of Franklin. Takes the pitch high and inside. 4-1. He is a redshirt sophomore. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul out of play to the right. 1-1. Started a few games as a freshman, and he was hurt most of last year. So he took the redshirt year last year. Throw to first. Rogers ducks back in there. Count is 1-1 to Grant Snyder. And the left-hander Rowan ready to work the pitch. Swung on, hit into right center field. Right fielder Patterson moving over. Gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits. 1 man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Middle Tennessee 1, Louisiana Tech nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the 4th inning, top of the batting order scheduled for Louisiana Tech. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Plummer with you from Ruston, Louisiana. Second game of a 3-game series David Horn Jr. has pitched to the minimum through the first 3 innings. He has allowed 1 walk, but that base runner was erased trying to steal. So the leadoff man, Lunsford, who struck out in the first inning as the first batter for the Bulldogs, will stand in there for his second turn. And Horn with the pitch, breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Horn mixing his pitches well. He's got that breaking ball in the strike zone for the most part. Outside, 1-1 to Lunsford. Grad student Colby Lunsford. Native Californian, as is Horn. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's a letter-high fastball in for a strike, 1-2. Our softball team playing up in Delaware today. They fell to the Blue Hens 9-1 yesterday, the second game of their series. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back. Count hold at 1-2. Men's tennis split 2 matches yesterday, losing to Memphis 4-3, and then coming back to defeat Bellarmine 7-0. Women's tennis playing today. They have a 5 o'clock start time against Eastern Kentucky at home. Ground foul outside the third baseline. The count holds at 1-2 on Lunsford. Middle Tennessee will host the Conference USA Tennis Championships. On the women's side, April 15th through the 18th. And on the men's side, April 17th through the 19th at the outdoor tennis courts, or in case of bad weather or a conflict while those tournaments going on at the same time for a couple of days, we could shift out to the Adams Tennis Center. But I invite you to come out and see some very good collegiate tennis. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Lunsford down on strikes for the second time. 1 out in the 4th. Batter is Trey Halsey. He's the first baseman. Big left-handed hitter, struck out in the first inning. Here's the pitch to Halsey. Swings and fouls it straight back, strike 1. Raiders got a run in the top of the first inning. They made it stand up so far. Of course, that happened yesterday. We were fine until the 5th. Pitch is just below the knees. Ball 1, 1-1. Sun is ducked behind a cloud. We've got a few fluffy clouds up ahead, up above us. Pitches inside and low. Ball 2, 2-1. Halsey waving that bat back and forth. And David Horn with the pitch. Swung on, ground ball off the pitcher's glove into center field. That's a base hit and the first hit of the game for the Bulldogs. He almost knocked Horn's glove off his hand as the ball, after it touched leather, went out into center field. So hit number 1 for the Bulldogs. Halsey at first base. The batter is Colton Coates. Coates grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. Switch hitter, batting left-handed. Horn comes set, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play. 1 strike to the Bulldogs' second baseman, Colton Coates. Out of South Haven, Mississippi. That's really a suburb of Memphis. And the pitch. A little bit low for ball 1-1. Coach attended DeSoto Central High School in South Haven. This is his third year with the program here. Saw very little action as a freshman. Started 56 games as a sophomore. Pitches outside, 2-1. Started 39 of those games at third base. He's been at second base for this series. 2 balls, 1 strike to Coates. Horn with the pitch, swung on, hit in the air to right field. Rogers going back. That's hit deep, and that one is gone. The wind would not hold that one up. And Coates with a home run, his 4th of the season. Puts the Bulldogs on top 2-1 here in the 4th inning. That is only the 3rd home run that David Horn has given up this season. So back-to-back hits in the inning, a single and a home run, and La Tech on the board leading 2-1. The batter is Birch. Takes the pitch high for ball 1. There's a strike. 1-1. Birch popped out in the 2nd inning. 3rd home run of the series for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. The count will go to 1-2. And again, that ball hit over the short right field wall, but I think it would have been gone at home too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a foul back. Count holds at 1-2. So just like that, the Bulldogs take the lead. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and a slow bouncer hit to short. Snyder charges, throws across and got him by a couple of steps. And that is out number 2. 2 down, and the batter will be Wesley Scott. He was the victim with a home run yesterday. Hit it in the 6th inning. The Raiders were leading 1-0 at that time and hit a 2-run homer. So they are following the same script except a little bit earlier in the game. Pitch to Scott inside, ball 1. And the right-hander delivers low for ball 2, 2-0. A swing and a foul off to the right side. 2 balls and 1 strike to Wesley Scott. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Base is empty. And Louisiana Tech has taken a 2-1 lead. Horn's pitch, breaking ball misses high for ball 3, and it's 3-1. Scott takes a strike. That'll fill the count up 3-2 to the switch hitter. Wesley Scott took a hard tumble in foul ground in left field when he was reaching to catch a long foul ball. 3-2 pitch, swinging a foul out of play. Count holds at 3-2. Horn ready with the 3-2 pitch. And again, a foul ball grounded over in front of the Blue Raider dugout. Count holds at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Horn with the 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball out of play. That went off to the left side. So the plate umpire gets some more baseballs. The Horns just fouled him off up there. And extending David Horn's pitch count with each foul ball. Here is another 3-2 pitch, and that one's hit in the air into right center, pretty deep, but that's going to be handled out there by Rogers near the warning track, and that is out number 3. So that's all in the 4th. Bulldogs come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's now Louisiana Tech 2, Middle Tennessee 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Louisiana Tech has taken the lead in this game with a 2-run homer off the bat of Colton Coates in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 2-1 in favor of the Bulldogs. Owen Nowak will start the 3rd go-around for the Raiders. Leading off here in the 5th inning. He walked and scored in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd inning. And leading off here in the 5th. First pitch to him is a strike call, 0-1. The pitcher, Hudson Rowan, in his last start, lasted 4 1/3 innings. But that was due to his inability to throw strikes. He only gave up 2 hits over the first 4 1/3, but he walked 8. That was in a win over FIU. Hard ground ball to the first baseman. Halsey picks it and touches first base. Nowak retired by the first baseman unassisted for the 2nd time in this game. 1 out in the 5th. Tyler Minnick has been hit by a pitch and has walked. Yet to have an official at bat. Takes the pitch high for ball 1. Rowan with a big windup. Delivers a strike, 1-1. Minnick swings and fouls it back over our heads and out of play, and the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bulldogs leading 2-1. We're in the 5th. A 1-2 count to Tyler Minnick. It takes the pitch high and outside, 2-2. Akers would be next. Inside, backed him away, and the count goes full to Minnick, 3-2. They've got that right-hander up in the bullpen again down the left field line. There's a swing and a ball popped high in the air behind the plate. Catcher coming back. That one you might have heard hit the roof of the press box. The count holds at 3-2. Another 3-2 pitch coming to Minnick, and he walked him. Pitch was high and outside. So he's walked 1 batter an inning. It's the 5th walk, and we're in the 5th inning. He walked Nowak in the 1st, Rogers in the 2nd, Minnick in the 3rd, Rogers again in the 4th, and Minnick again in the 5th. Here's Lane Akers. He has struck out and then doubled in the 3rd. But the Raiders were unable to take advantage of a great scoring opportunity after that hit. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Got 2 pitchers down in the pen now. Right-hander, and I think that's another left-hander. Here's the pitch. A strike called, and it's 1-1. For Lane Akers, that double in the 3rd inning was his 5th of the season. Pitch just missed. That's ball 2, 2-1. Left-hander comes set. Akers hits it in the air to right field. That one's deep. Right fielder drifting back. Warning track makes the catch. Just to the left of that big scoreboard. And Akers flies deep to right for the 2nd out. And Dean O'Neill will hit. He's been on base twice. Base hit, drove in a run in the 1st inning. He hit into a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Minnick is the runner at first, 2 outs. The pitch is outside to O'Neill. 4-1. Left-hander comes set, and the pitch taken outside again, about the same spot as the last pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. 3rd game of the series scheduled for tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 12:45. There's ball 3, high and inside. 3-0. And there goes another train. This one going the other way. So that's 3 trains today since we came on the air. Pitch is a strike call, 3-1. A lot of containers of those flatbeds stacked on top of each other. Swung on, that ball driven to right field, and that one's deep. Right fielder Patterson back. He's on the warning track, almost in the same spot as Akers' fly ball was caught. Patterson hauls it in for out number 3. So 2 warning track fly ball outs will end the inning. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We are halfway home in this game. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Louisiana Tech 2, Middle Tennessee 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Well, the train has made its way on down the tracks. We're ready to go in the bottom of the 5th inning. A couple of other places we go have adjacent train tracks. I think in Knoxville, in their train behind the right field fence in Knoxville at the Tennessee Park. And I know in Western Kentucky, we've got train tracks off to the other side of the street on the right side of the highway. Here for the Bulldogs, McCoy will lead off the 5th inning against David Horn Jr. And the first pitch drilled into center field for a base hit. McCoy didn't waste any time, jumped on that first pitch. That is hit number 3 off Horn. Leadoff man on in the 5th, and the batter is Cade Patterson, the right fielder. He hit a little roller down the first baseline, and the pitcher Horn picked it up and tagged him out back in the 3rd inning. So a runner at first, no outs. Horn with the pitch, and it is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. That right-hander still throwing down in, no, this is a left-hander up now, down in the Bulldog bullpen. Different left-hander. Pitch outside as he showed bunt. Ball 1. Guy warming up is Luke Nichols, a left-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike to Patterson. Throw to first. The runner gets back in time. Horn comes set. The runner goes. The pitch is popped up. Left side. It's going to be Grant Snyder in shallow left field. Makes the running catch. And the runner has to make a quick return to first base. It's 1 out. They started the runner and played a little hit and run. Patterson popped out. So 1 out, runner at first. The batter is Riddell. Struck out in the 3rd. Left-hand hitter stands deep in that box. Back foot right on the back line of the batter's box. And you can see the batter's box clearly here since it's on turf and is painted in. After a throw to first, Horn ready for the pitch, and it skips up there and blocked by Minnick, ball one. Been a lot of pitches in the dirt in front of home plate because the turf there is a little bit discolored. It's taken a lot of hits. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the ball popped up. Cooper Clapp drifting back into shallow right field. He'll take that one for out number 2. 2 down. McCoy remains at first. The batter is Brecken Minuet, the shortstop. Grounded out in the 3rd inning. Minuet batting 9th in the order. He's got a pretty good batting average, 281. Quick throw to first, runner back. That's McCoy, who led off the inning with a single. 2 pop-outs have followed that, and now Minuet stands in. Another throw to first, and again, runner back. Horn comes set. And ready with the pitch. It is inside for ball one. Bottom half of the 5th inning in Ruston, Louisiana Tech leading the Blue Raiders 2-1. And the pitch. Check swing and a foul off to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Team is staying at the Courtyard by Marriott off one of the access roads here, and it's only about 6 or 7 minutes from the ballpark.